with. Oh my gosh, Dark Kermit will be in it. I hope. Listen,
I will kick off the episode. I don't know if you noticed in the videos and stuff, I try to like kick off with something like funny or something. Like my sister didn't know, like I asked her a question. I don't know.
Yeah, that was really funny. I was like, okay, this is gonna be fine. When I saw that, I was like, okay, he's fine. Because I remember hearing you speak, but I also was like, that was so long ago. I don't remember the vibes. So I'm Kristen Karaliunas. I guess I'm best described as an entertainment industry Swiss Army knife. Like that is usually my go-to phrase.
I might steal that.
Please do. I encourage everybody who feels like a master of none, super interdisciplinary, find the kitschy way to brand yourself and then put it everywhere. Because that is how I've gotten by. That being said, I worked in themed entertainment. I still intend to work in themed entertainment, but right now I'm working in virtual production.
Nice.
I have a background in emerging media production and design. I mean, to be honest, I always wanted to be an Imagineer. From like the dawn of my existence, I don't remember wanting to be anything else.
Definitely.
My parents gave me the language for what an Imagineer was when I was really young. I grew up going to Disney World. So they said, people made this, they're called Imagineers. And from that moment on, that's all I ever wanted to be. Yeah. Did I ever think I would figure out how to do that? No, absolutely not. And I never thought I would have been working in virtual production. But I mean, someone I think said this to me in college, and I wish I could remember which professor said it to me because I would shout their name from the heavens. But they looked at our class once and said, the jobs you are working towards don't exist yet. And that was absolutely true, because when I was in school, virtual production wasn't a thing. There was maybe one school with the themed entertainment program. Yeah. And if there was, I can't remember which one it was. So that's definitely been a very strong message that I took with me. I mean, and they said that about programs too. Like they would always say, it doesn't matter what program you're editing in, what softwares you're using, they're going to change. Yeah. You have to understand the concepts. You have to understand the big picture, and then you'll learn all those other things along the way. I think this is probably exactly something that would be great to share in an avenue like this. I came in as a project coordination intern. Before Imagineering, I worked as a creative coordination intern at a different themed entertainment company. And I was very dead set that I wanted to be holistic with a project. I wanted to see the architecture and just every input, the creative, all of it. I wanted to be able to coordinate meetings for all of it and be able to sit in those meetings and learn all those things. And I did get to do that for about 2 or 3 months. And then the project I was working on died. It, for reasons bigger than myself and anybody on that project team, it just ended up not working out. And so I ended up getting in front of the executive producer for Marvel. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Is
that Brian?
It is I do know Brian Cosby, but it is John Morrow. So the executive producer at Imagineering for the Marvel portfolio. And John and I had a long conversation about what my career goals were and what I was interested in. And then he found out I had a media background. And he was like, okay, great. I'm going to have you talk to Brent Strong, who is the creative director for Avengers Campus. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Has an incredibly unique background that is honestly inspiring. But him and I had a long conversation, and eventually we got to the point where you went to school for media. And this whole time I had been dodging it left and right. No, I don't want to work in media. No, I don't want to do media. I know I went to school for media, but I don't want to do media. So here I am, like dodging punches left and right. And he said, I'm going to connect you with a guy named Andrew, and you and him are going to have a conversation. I think this is where you're going to go on to. And so I said, okay. And I ended up getting coffee with someone who I now consider a friend, a mentor, a confidant. His name is Andrew Watkins. Him and I sat down for a coffee, and he said, so you have a media background? And I was like, yes, I have a media background. He was like, so we need help on the Spider-Man attraction. And I said, okay. Okay. And I had spent all of this time running away from my media background to get pushed into media again. And at first I was so, I don't know, devastated, I guess. I felt like I was limiting myself and getting thrown into a box I didn't want to be in. But after that, I had the greatest 7 months on this project, learning and growing and getting more opportunities than I knew what to do with, and seeing Marvel media across the whole portfolio and working on just so many awesome things that I can't wait for the world to get to see.